Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here into the bracket of alternate success.
I really like that you call it that, by the way. I've tried to come up with lots of good names for it before because I don't like calling people losers. The best I had before was Shadow Bracket. It was kind of mysterious.
Yeah. It's like, who is in this Shadow Bracket?
The Shadow Bracket.
Oh, indeed. Well, we can tell you who's here in the Shadow Bracket. Shot in the bullets. Going to be going up against the Risky Biscuits and the Runny Gravy. I hear that they put out a hit new single, and it was defeating everybody in the lower bracket to get here. So, yeah, I'd listen to that. I'd watch that for sure.
Yeah, literally called Defeating Everyone in the Lower Bracket to Get Here by the Risky Biscuits and the Runny Gravy of Portland, Oregon.
Mahagan, Weirdo, and Muzu. Even then, they just have such fantastic names. So, yes, this is round 6 in the lower bracket. And winner of this will move on up against Backlash, and then the winner of that to the best of 3 grands, where the Nexus Globetrotters are currently waiting for a challenger. That being said, it does look like we have our draft, and it's going to go to Cursed Hollow, miss. What do we got?
Cursed Hollow, indeed. Looks like Shot and the Bullets have the first ban, and they don't want to play with Eldon. They think his dance moves suck, and he's bad at parkour, and they don't want to play with him. So no Illidan, and also, sadly enough, no Tank Lady. Sergeant Hammer is going to be banned as well by Risky Biscuits, and their first pick is going to be Uther. They do not want to risk losing him this time.
Well, it was Backlash and Globetrotters that we just saw, so I don't know if this time kind of...
Hey, they don't want to lose it this time or any other time.
Or any other time, right. Okay, quite right, yeah. Cursed Hollow, we've been seeing a lot of it tonight. It's definitely a very popular map amongst everyone. And an Uther first pick, I mean, with the Sergeant Hammer and the Illidan ban, could go any way here. Shot in the Bullets are going to take Avala first pick. Very strong wingmen, as we said, 100%. Shot in the Bullets, I mean, they have a second pick ready to go. It could go any way, but a nice solid here would probably be a Malfurion or an ETC. Get one of those 2 roles out of the way.
Yeah, considering that 2 of our big specialists are out of the running, do you think we're going to see other specialists, or are we going to see something a little bit more like heavy-handed or straightforward?
If we didn't see a Nazebo, I'd be very curious. Because if it's not a Nazebo, it's likely to be a Zagara. I mean, Zeratul is a really good pick on Cursed Hollow. The stealth aspect, the roam aspect, and the Void Prison hype. We're also very likely to see a Stitches, I want to say. This is basically his map, more or less, for the tank. You also get the hook pressure into that as well. And, as I said, if it's not going to be a Nazebo, I'd be very surprised. So we're going to set up the back line right off the bat here for Shot in the Bullets.
Yep, Nazebo it is. And I would be surprised, like you said, not to see a Stitches. We see him quite often, and like you said, this is his map. So I'm expecting someone to pick him up. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with Risky Biscuits. Like you said, it kind of could be anybody with a strong backdrop like Uther. But do you have any predictions? I mean, I guess Stitches would be mine.
Yeah, Stitches, as I said, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a battle count in that. We already got 1 specialist. We're likely to see another. Zeratul, these are the bigger names that kind of come to mind.
Ooh, it will be a tank, but not Stitches. It will be Diablo. What do you think is the thinking behind that for Risky Biscuits?
Depends on what else they go with it. I mean, we've seen both great cases of Apocalypse and great cases of Lightning Breath. So if it's going to be a little bit more DPS light, could be a Lightning Breath. If we're going a bit more DPS heavy, could be an Apocalypse for the Mega Stun between not only the Apocalypse, but the Divine. Actually, we also might see a Zagara here as well. Zagara into a Divine Storm, into an Apocalypse, or a Lightning Breath is absolutely a great wombo. Way to go. You could also see it with the Zeratul. So the Z's, all about those Z characters.
Well, in fact, they are ready to go with a dual support right off the bat. So we're going to see Rhaegar and Uther healing up tanky Diablo for Risky Biscuits and the Runny Gravy.
Yeah, the double support and the Diablo. I have to assume the last 2 picks are going to be damage picks then.
Yeah, and they must be.
Who have we been seeing a lot for the damage? Tyrandas, but that would be a triple support. Tychus, we've seen a lot of. And the Nazebos, Sergeant Hammers, of course, she's banned this round. A lot of ways that we can go. Might even see another Jaina. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't think we'd probably see another Sonya, although that's pretty common. But we've only had one Sonya today, I think.
Yes, I believe we only had the one.
Yeah. Shot in the Bullets going ahead with the answer. That is Tyrande. They want to have her damage and support capabilities on their team. Again, I think Tyrande is close to 100% in games as well. Her and Bala have made a big showing here tonight.
They're very popular in the current meta. So is the Diablo. So is the Stitches. I mean, when was the last time I saw an Arthas? We've seen an Anubarak today, too. That was something new. But Mirrodin, Anubarak, Chen is like top tier EU, but nobody seems to care about the Barrel Master over here on the NA side of things. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we've had some Viking bans, but never any Viking picks today.
Yeah, and we're going to see that Stitches that we were hoping for show up on Shot and the Bullets standing next to that Tyrande. So very standard, pretty awesome picks for Shot and the Bullets. I would assume, considering what we've seen tonight, they're probably going to be looking to pick up another support. But Uther and Rhaegar are already picked up for Risky Biscuits, so not sure who that's going to be.
Well, we need some damage. So Falstead's on the table. Jaina could go a bit more old school with the Kerrigan. If you can't do an Illidan, go for a Kerrigan. Really nice engage tool. Even without that rewind, she's still really high up there. I mean, this is clearly the game for Murky. No, it's not. It's never a game for Murky. Mm-mm. We've seen some Thralls, but I'm still expecting to see a Zagara or a Zeratul here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Zagara. I love watching Zagara gameplay. I think it's really interesting what she can do with, like you said, kind of the warding and the vision she can provide, and the long-term vision that she can use to not only see, but also traverse the map faster. I would really love to see that. But who knows? They're taking their time, writing their next single. Ooh, all right. Looks like it's going to be Asmodan.
All right, sure. The Asmo dunk. Didn't the Risky Biscuits, didn't they try this before? Isn't that why they're in the lower bracket?
They're still singing Space Jam to themselves. They want to be like Mike. They're walking up to the slam because they want to jam.
Well, I'm not seeing a Zeratul anymore. Not if there's an Asmodan on the table. So,
yeah, what do you think
Tychus.
synergizes well with him? Tychus, huh?
Tychus or Jaina?
Do that.
Yeah. Probably going to be a Tychus or Jaina. They're just going to focus their heals on top of Diablo. Yeah, Tychus it is.
Fall on the Tychus. All right, and Shot in the Bullets probably looking for another support, but who knows? Who knows after that Asma dunk? Anything.
So Shot in the Bullets, they have a tank. I've voiced a little bit of the concerns about a solo tank Stitches, but they don't really have a healer here for Shot. So with the Uther and the Malf already out, we have been seeing a very common Malfurion Tyrande. So I'd be very curious to see if it's not a Malfurion. If it's not, it's going to be right wing, I suppose. But I fully expect it to be Malfurion right here.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. They are taking their time, but Malfurion Tyrande has shown itself to be so strong so far. It would be a huge surprise. And it will be a Malfurion.
Malfurion, Tyrande, and Hook. So that's a hook into a stun into a root, and then Vala just shoots him in the face. We've seen it work. It's done magic before. And we're going to have to see if Shot in the Bullets can make it work here, because this is their tournament life on the line. They need to get this win to advance. And the winner here, be it the Risky Biscuits or the Shot in the Bullets, it's going to be up against Backlash, waiting very patiently for that best of one. And then, of course, Nexus Globetrotters sitting nice and pretty there for their best of 3. 1-0 already. And, yeah.
Looking forward to it. And, of course, Backlash also looking forward to it as well. Seeing the teams pick their heroes. And we will be on Cursed Hollow. In case you have had a pillow over your head and not been listening to the rest of our cast, I will tell you what Cursed Hollow is like. If you have been listening, well, you get to hear the melodious sound of my voice explaining it again. Lucky you, or you, I don't know, go listen to a song or something. But anyways, Cursed Hollow is a fairly standard competition map. You are going to see 6 places where a tribute can spawn. Once the tributes do spawn, each team is going to try to claim those tributes as their own. If they do, nothing happens right away, but if they manage to claim 3 of those randomly spawned tributes, then they will curse the opposing team. During a curse, the opposing team will have 1 HP minions and no ammo from their buildings. Their buildings will not shoot at all. They will be vulnerable to attack with no defense of their own. So teams will try to take advantage of that to do lots of pushing. However, this map, there is a lot that can be done to circumvent the objective, maybe a little more than on some of those other maps we've recently watched, like Sky Temple.
And we have seen a heck of a lot of Cursed and Sky Temple tonight. Very little Garden of Terror. Nobody's opting to take Mines or Black Hearts. And again, we just kind of say, this is just the map that everybody loves. Everybody loves them some Cursed Hollow. So, Miss Anna, coming back and forth, we've seen Shot in the Bullets. We've seen the Risky Biscuits. What do you think you're going to see in this game?
I saw them live in concert at that microbrewery in Portland.
I knew the Risky Biscuits and the Runny gravy before it was cool.
Yeah.
Hipster beard. Mm-hmm.
I got him to sign my banjo. Anyways, we are looking at Risky Biscuits over here in the red. BBQ Weirdo is on Rhaegar, Mahagan is on Diablo, Moosey's on Uther. All three of them are mid, while Beast and Shen is playing Tychus in the bot lane. And actually BBQ Weirdo joins Tissu, Beowulf, Asmodan up in the top lane.
Right now we do got the 5-man stack from Shot and the Biscuits. Shot, of course, heading up the team. Aquaface, Pythix, Base Drop, and the Barcode. Going to be making up your other assigned contenders. They're looking for a hook. They are really looking for a hook. So again, hook into Tyrande Stun, into the Malfurion Roots. The problem with all 5 of them down here is that there's nobody to soak top and doesn't really look like they're going to get the hook that they were looking for. So everyone's going to split and look for the soak. Beowulf up into the top. He does take Taste for Blood, so his playstyle isn't really going to be super effective early on, but you are going to be looking for more of a late game. And apparently, I'm having disconnection issues.
Uh-oh. Well, don't worry. I will keep you updated. BBQ Weirdo and Beowulf fighting against Base Drop here in the top lane. Nothing really going on right now, but as you were saying, Asmodan is looking for that late game, while Diablo faces off versus Vala here in the mid. Again, both of them just soaking. But the party is really happening here in the bot lane, where AKA Face as Malfurion, Pythix, and Barcode are teaming up against Lucy's and Beast and Shen, trying to make sure that there is a dominant push down here in the bottom lane. Really interesting how Nazeebo is able to keep both Asmodan and Rhaegar at bay in the top lane. Not a whole lot of damage being done, not a whole lot of push being accomplished, even though it is 2-on-1. And there were 3 bottom, but it looks like, again, the Shot and the Bullets are trying to group up and get those hooks, looking to hook Rhaegar, but not time, I guess.
I guess they didn't see them? I don't know.
I think so.
That felt like a dead fight dog right there.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I think they just didn't notice him.
No. Instead, it's going to be this big engage on top of Beowulf. Top a great zombie wall. Is not going to be the kill. Come on. Owl. Owl, owl, owl. Pythix, owl. No owl? Pythix? Pythix? Owl?
Nope. Looks
Owl?
like Beowulf will get away scot-free for his crimes.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Nope. Way too late. Bam.
Oh, there's the owl.
That felt terrible. All right. Pythix got to be feeling really bad about that one. But still, they forced him out. There's nobody to soak this top lane. Rhaegar is going to be really late to that party. And there's going to even be a tower on the back of that. So Shot in the Bullets is going to take about a half-level lead or so.
The Tribute is also spawning Shot in the Bullets in good position to dominate right away, as Pythix, Base Drop, and Barcode are all circled around it. There is plenty of time for the rest of their team to join them, although it doesn't look like anyone in the bot lane is coming, so Risky Biscuit
it's getting sacked. Yeah.
Yeah, Pythix is going to grab that with no trouble at all.
There's no ammo in this bottom lane, so Beast and Shen using that really fast attack speed of his and Melting Point on his... Where is Tychus? He doesn't have Melting Point, he has Spray and Pray. Okay. Either way, he's getting a lot of siege damage down here. Pythix and Barcode are on the roam. They're likely to come down and visit. They're not going to look to do anything there with Mahegan in the mid, but they are going to try to curtail their losses down here. Barcode goes in, finds Moosies. We're looking for the stun. Pythix for the stun. Oh, the hook! That was unfortunate, but we do get the root off. Unfortunately, do they have enough for Moosies? Yeah, they do. Wow. That last slam that solidified it from the Barcode. So they do get the kill little sloppy on everything, but they do get it, and that's the important part.
So what do you think is the thinking behind Rhaegar hanging out with Azmodan here top? They're not doing a whole lot, but Rhaegar is definitely keeping Azmodan alive, probably while he's building whatever he needs to build toward the late game. What do you think?
Taking a quick look. 14 current damage at 4 minutes in. So he's killed 7 creeps in 4 minutes with his Q. Not the best ratio. In fact, nobody's really able to pull off this strat like Team Tempo Storm can. It's almost night and day. They are so good at it, whereas nobody else can really touch their numbers. But yeah, Beowulf is still really going to be looking for that dunk, level 10. He's going to get the black pool, and he's just going to look to try to scale it up as much as he can from there. But yeah, this early game, not really going to be too much of an issue, but it was a little bit of a misplay, I feel. Shot in the Biscuits didn't get in time to interrupt the tribute. So we will trade it out 1-1.
Very quick decision making. Risky Biscuits looked like they had already decided that they were 100% going for that second tribute. So the second it started spawning, we saw Azmodan coming all the way from top lane. Looks like Shot in the Bullets were a little bit lazier on the uptake, and they suffered for it as Risky Biscuits was able to grab it. Now they're going to fall back and grab their Siege Giant. Although Shot in the Bullets are deciding they were not happy with that, and they want to knock down the front door of Risky Biscuits in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's why they came a little bit too late to that fight. They were getting their bruisers. So the bruisers are pushing down the mid. We also have Shot now soaking top, whereas we don't have anybody here from the Risky Biscuits. And that will put us pretty much 10 for this tribute. I feel, yeah, they should be able to grab 10 if Shot kills this wave. They might actually just be trying to look for a timing. But any kind of contest coming up here from the Risky Biscuits is susceptible to just getting outclassed because of those heroics.
Yeah, they are so close to doing that. So they've got to really be careful, look for maybe a pick if they can grab one. They definitely don't want to slam against each other in a fair-off engage.
Well,
there's
basketball
the 10.
comes in. Yeah, and yeah, there's the 10. Barcode immediately throws down the bio. We got Vala up here as well. That's going to be a hook there on top of Mahegans. The stun. The rain missed. What are you doing, Shot? Not how you get those bullets going. Feel like that was a missed kill. Definitely a missed opportunity, but either way, they get the tribute, and it looks like this would be a good time to go to a boss, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. There's lots of yellow on the map that's available for people to take, so certainly should be falling back on that. Looks like Risky Biscuits is kind of like, we can't do anything until we get 10, which they will get now. So not as afraid at the moment, although Shot in the Bullets has stolen their knights and can't be happy about that.
Mahegans going for the Apocalypse build here, and they're going to go look for this big body block on top of the Barcode. We do got the roots now going down. Mahegans waiting for them to group up a little bit more for that Apocalypse, and there goes the Stitches. I was absolutely not going to live through an Odin, and the basketball is coming forward, but Base Drop is even going to throw down the Ravenous. Doesn't really look like it hit the mark that he wanted it to. Mahegans now going to be trying to, keep him in body block range so that the rest of the team can pick up. This could be a dead base, but no, there's not enough response, and looks like he's going to be all right.
Yeah, probably Shot in the Bullets definitely regretting that they didn't engage a little bit harder on Risky Biscuits when they had the advantage of 10 over the 9 of Risky Biscuits. Risky Biscuits is definitely taking advantage of the fact that they have their heroics now, taking Stitches down and putting themselves in a good position to grab this tribute. Although Stitches is back in the action, so it is a fair fight once again.
Yeah, 7-minute death time are not exactly the end all to it. During all of this, though, you see those Stone Bros bottom lane? Yeah, they've been pushing with Azmodan, Generals of Hell, and they've actually taken out the entire bottom lane.
Wow.
Yep. So the longer that these fights continue on, the more pressure that bottom lane was actually feeling, and that's a really slick move out of Risky Biscuits.
Yeah, do you think Shot in the Bullets just hasn't noticed that, or are they too engaged in what they're doing? They can't send someone to the 10.
Nah, they're just too engaged. They don't want to give up this tribute. They want to get the curse. They want to get this kill. They had the level advantage, but with that flip on the bottom, the general, I believe, is anytime he kills, he's getting global experience for the team. And this push is just looking too much. Yeah, it is too much, and they back off.
Yep, they decided they had to go defend that bot push. Really smart play by Risky Biscuits.
Yeah, no, that was phenomenal.
They are going to fall back and grab their boss. Again, really smart, using their positioning and their timing. They know that the other team has to be on the other side of the map. They have to be defending. They know that even if they sent someone up there, it would not be the entire team as they're cleaning that up, and they've got some vision down there. But also Shot and the Bullets taking advantage of the fact that they know where the other team is to grab their boss as well.
In fact, Shot and the Bullets are going to get their boss at the same time, despite starting it so much later than the opponents. That's just a measure of the difference in the damage that these guys can deal. So level 12 each side. That bottom fort has really thrown off a lot of the momentum, I feel, here from Shot and the Bullets. And, you know, they didn't hit that Rain of Vengeance. They didn't get the kills, and they're now tied up for the tributes. Next one's going to be a guaranteed curse. And, well, it is to the Shot and the Bullets side. The problem is that they're up here at the easies, and they're going to lose that on this map positioning race. And this could actually be really good for the Biscuits.
Looks like they might be sending Pythix to try to harass until they have time to get there. They don't want to allow the Risky Biscuits to get the tribute. They don't want to engage before everyone gets there.
And we don't have Owl Pierce, so any kind of body blocks up against that Rhaegar who was trying to channel it out, we're going to be easily soaked up. It's going to be the multi-shot that actually stops it. And the hooks! They got the hook on top of Weirdo, and he's stuck in there. There's no way out. He's going to go down before even the Ancestral hits. And that is going to be basically the curse. Now going over to the Shot and the Bullets. Nahegan really too far away. We got the Starfall not in the best of spots. I have no idea where that stun was going from Tyrande, but there goes Nahegan. And that's going to actually be the 13th sprint from Moosies. Beowulf is going somewhere. I don't know. Beast and Shen is going to hold down the mid, but here comes the curse. And that will be up to now the Shot and the Bullets to make the best use of it.
I think that's something that maybe we don't talk about quite enough in Heroes is how important body blocking and terrain is in this game. When you know where things are and how to use them to block people in, you will almost always be more successful in team fights, and you can get the kills just so easily if you can rid someone of their options for escape.
So Top's going to push in. They still have a gate. It's not the healthiest of gates, but it will hold for a little bit. We got the Bruisers now here into the mid for red, but they're going to go for this fight. If you can tie up the opponents in a fight, they're not taking any of those forts. And with the stun from Moosies and the basketballs, we got some grenades going in. Fortunately, nobody's hitting this healing ward. It's just really paying back in dividends here for Shot and the Bullets. So it's not going to be any kind of kills. We're still looking for the hooks. But we have now successfully repelled this mid-push. It will just be these side lanes that now continue to suffer the wrath of these full hit point minions.
Yeah, and even then, very well defended by Risky Biscuits. There's, a curse is always going to be a little bit suboptimal, but they did manage to defend quite a bit. Although, still got quite a cloud of minions up there in the top, and looks like their structures will go down here in the bottom as well. So maybe not as well defended as I thought.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, no, it stayed.
Absolutely. One hit is all they needed. Well, you're not hitting these hooks, and we're not hitting these stuns. Nahegan, however, just gets forced out a little bit too far forward for his liking. Nice basketball comes in, but it's not going to be a kill quite yet. Pythix has got a heck of a lot of healing. Here comes the Rain of Vengeance on the back of that as well. The Ravenous from base drop into the back, but that's going to be the Apocalypse. Rhaegar still goes down. The Diablo is dead in the water as well. He is back up, however, in the 5 seconds. He will come back out here, but it's not going to be enough for the Beast and Shen. And, we played footsies a long time there, but it is Shot and their AoE, and they're just focus damage that took them that fight.
Great choice for them to now rotate bottom and grab those siege giants on their way. Ooh, Beowulf trying to jump in. Not sure what he was trying to do there.
He got hooked. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Unless Asmodee can jump tall buildings in a single.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was happening there exactly.
Yep.
But whatever it was not great for him. He did manage to get away, but they leave the siege giants to do their work and to be defended.
Yeah, it's just it's a deny, and it's going to force people to defend, which is great because we do a drive-by on the bottom fort, and that puts us back into the experience lead here for Shot and the Bullets. Level 16 hype coming out. The fishing book as well. The range is real, Anna.
The range is so real. Looks like we've got 4 mid here for the Risky Biscuits, soon to be 5. The Shot and the Bullets are a little bit more spread out, but definitely grabbing those mercs. And Nuzibo perhaps to grab the siege giants, maybe just hanging out there to soak and defend. But it looks like Risky Biscuits are... Oh, they were looking to try to steal those siege giants, but decided it was perhaps not worth it.
They did take the watchtower though, so they've denied a little bit of vision, and looks like they are going to be content to just defend out this mid. It is 2 forts to 2, going back and forth out of it. And we're still going to be forced into a lot of these tribute fights because we got 2 tributes in the pockets here of Risky Biscuits. And that's really just going to keep forcing the hand here of Shot in the Bullets to defend these tributes. Fortunately, it doesn't look like Risky wants to do anything with it.
Yeah, Pythic's going to grab that uncontested, and it looks like instead Risky Biscuits is going to try to grab this boss at the bottom.
Yeah, but there's an owl. They don't really have the biggest in terms of damage. No, they're going to get collapsed upon. I don't know why you would give up the tribute and try to go to the boss when there's a Tyrande on the other team.
Yeah, probably not the decision they realized they wanted to make, as they just left after doing very little damage to the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And the owl is just showing them exactly where they are at all times.
That's why you go with Tyrandas. Oracles, you can do the same thing here with Tastars as well to a degree, because of the Oracle AoE reveal. But yeah, these owls on this map, I mean, if you can't find your opponents, just throw an owl at a boss. Yeah, they're likely there. Yeah.
Looks like Risky Biscuits decided to try to take their own boss, and Shot in the Bullets was thinking they might not want to let them do that, trying to settle for a pick on Diablo, but ultimately grouping up to engage, it looks like.
Well, the tribute's spawning right next to them, so this is actually not the worst situation for Risky Biscuits, because they got these bruisers, and they're right there at the tribute. Problem is, because of this narrow opening, Fishing Hook could actually devastate the Riskies.
Looks like they may not be looking to contest this tribute either. Ooh, the Asmo dunk cancels the grab. And now looks like they're hoping. Ooh, the missed hook from Stitches means that they will not pull anyone out of position. And that is going to be good for the Risky Biscuits, although Diablo is going to go down almost immediately. And my game plan is going to flip.
What? All right. Well, Diablo doesn't have the souls he needs for the resurrection. He's going to go down. This Ravenous Spirit absolutely doing work. I mean, they absolutely murdered Diablo, and they got the DPS, they got the Rhaegar out of it as well. 2-level advantage, and the second tribute now going into the pocket of Shot and the Bullets. That was not the best Vala ult that I've ever seen, because I don't think it really hit anybody, but overall, it was a really nice setup. Shot in the Bullets got the better of it. Murdering out the Diablo was huge. Keeping that Rhaegar at bay was absolutely wonderful for them. And now they're going to get this boss. They're likely to go to their other boss because they still got 10 seconds on the board. And we're likely just to see very passive play from Risky Biscuits, because they're going to have to defend 2 bosses, and then they're probably going to lose out the tribute for a curse.
Yeah, they're trying to grab their mercenaries while they can, but it looks like probably will head top to defend that boss. And the tribute is spawning bottom, which will almost certainly go back into the hands of Shot in the Bullets, meaning a curse against the Risky Biscuits.
The Risky Biscuits and the Runny Gravy. Yep. Great team name, but unfortunately their play is falling a little flat here up against the Shot in the Bullets. And as I said, they're going to defend against one boss, they're going to have to defend against another. The tribute is right there. Face Drop doing a victory lap on it.
Yeah, feeling pretty pleased with himself.
Yeah, I mean, this is just sometimes what happens. The General of Hell pushes have been pretty good, especially with these stone throwers. They were able to take, that early fort down here because of it. But yeah, that is going to seal the deal on this push, and we are very likely to go for keep into this bottom lane.
Looks like the Risky Biscuits grouping up for bottom lane to try to defend there. Diablo was soaking some mid, but is going to come join them, knowing that they really need all the firepower they can get and all the synergy they can get, as it looks like Shot in the Bullets are also going to converge once they get vision on that bottom lane.
Ooh. Now, see, had we been there to capitalize on that stun, we might have actually seen a very dead Rhaegar. Well, we're still going to see a very dead Rhaegar. That fishing hook is insane.
Wow, do you think this is going to be pushed for the win?
It's going to be a push for the keep. And there's absolutely no reason not to. We got 25 seconds left with Curse. All the lanes are pushing, and you got a boss here to nurture. As long as they keep going in on this keep, it's going to drop. It's already down half, and it's dropping very quick. I don't think it's going to be a core. You really need a few more deaths here. The Curse is not to last forever. It's only down to another 10 seconds, but they might actually try to alternate here to the mid keep. The tower is not looking so hot. The top keep is now taking damage. And yeah, they might go for mid keep, but at this point, it's level 18 to 20, and we got the Storm talent, Santa.
We sure do. And Shot and the Bullets are happy about that, happily shooting all of their bullets into the structures of the Risky Biscuits. And those Biscuits are wishing they did not take so many risks after all.
Your pun work is definitely a rivalry to that of Sham 2. He's a pun master of the highest degree. 20 to 18, though. Ugh, tough spot.
Yeah, and Shot and the Bullets being very cautious, knowing that they have this advantage, not wanting to lose any of it. So really making sure they don't put themselves in any position that might end up being unfavorable, not wanting to get any kicks.
Oh,
and
no!
Oh, that looks so far. Chief Q is just thrilled, if you will.
This is going to be a push for mid-keep, I feel.
Absolutely.
Is there a boss coming up? No. They're just actually going to go double bruisers. All right. They're gonna paint the map blue.
They really want to leave nothing to chance. We've seen this on a Dragon Shower map previously. We're now seeing it on a Cursed Hollow map. But you know, better safe than sorry when you are this close to the winner final. The final.
The final.
That thing that you play at the end of the tournament that determines the winner.
Yeah. So eloquent. So eloquent. Yeah, base drop's going to take the easies. We got the bruisers now pushing down the mid. We are very much controlling the movements here of Risky Biscuits. But, I mean, when you're 3 levels up, we need to use this Storm talent tier while their opponents are not 20. So very much look forward to a fight in the next few moments.
Yeah, I think that Shot and the Bullets knew that they had that advantage and that they did want to engage soon to press their advantage. But they decided they wanted more advantage than that. They wanted to take all of the mercenaries on the map. So now they have a short window of about 1 level's worth of XP where they want to engage, get a team fight, and murder their opponents so that all of their mercenaries can do their job and push into this base.
Oh, look at that hook!
Over the wall!
That was a beautiful setup.
Stitches was waiting and ready for that.
I just took a quick look at Azmodan. He's in and around the 250 damage mark. 21 minutes in, 250 damage. He's hitting about 1,060 when he's in that black pool, which is a respectable number. He's at about level 20. You should have between like 6 and, yeah, Stitches at 6,200 hit points. The basketballs are hitting for over 1,000 now. So it's not a bad level of farm, but he wants to be much higher than he is.
Where are the Shot and the Bullets going? They really like mercenaries. They love those mercenaries. They don't even want to push their advantage and make sure that they're using their level 20 talents. They just want to make sure that every mercenary is fighting for them. They want to be the popular kids in high school and have all the friends.
They're going to take this top boss. I'd be surprised to see if they actually try to push for this keep because the boss should just take it at 21 minutes. I'd more expect to see them actually on their terror rage to go get this other boss, but you know, apparently everything is backwards today.
And Risky Biscuits is going to hit 20 pretty soon, so if they want to engage while they still have that advantage, they better do it now.
This would be the time. Now you saw how much damage that these basketballs are able to do. You know, the 1,060 I think it was on the back of all that. But maybe Shot the Bullets are saying, all right, this is their time. We're going to be pushing in on this. We got this big boss, and all 3 keeps are now down. Shot and the Bullets are in just this fantastic position to end the game. But are they going to do it? Yeah, they're going to look for these hooks and try to go from there, but so close to core. They're not really getting them. That's going to be the Divine Stun Wombo combo with the Apocalypse, but no follow-up whatsoever. Now Mohegan was really too far forward. Does have enough souls to come back in 5 seconds, but, you know, the Tychus ult is now down. Beast and Shen's going to come in here. He's looking for the kill on top of base, but this Golem is just going to town, and we're finally having the death push, and that will be that, Miss Anna.
Wow, that Apocalypse just looked like it didn't matter at all. They were able to steamroll Shot in the Bullets. Again, conservative investors taking out a great insurance policy on their win and ultimately emerging victorious. They will advance in the bracket of alternate success to face, who was it?
Backlash. Say the name on the wind. So,
guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been an awesome series so far. We have one more game in this bracket of alternate success, and then we will see the grand final.
exactly right. But either way, it was a really fantastic play. Risky Biscuits, however, didn't win with the Asmodee on stream. So I'm a little sad for them that we saw that twice and that didn't work either time. Maybe they'll go back and practice it a bit more. Either way, as you said, one more game. Let's get it rolling. Backlash up next against Shot and the Bullets. Anna, we'll see you in a few.